Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's
Out.
Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Giancarlo Esposito, aka Moff Gideon, says his scenes in Mandalorian were filmed very late for Season 3. They were some of the last things filmed for the project near the end of production. He said in an interview, "I've been on another job in New York and the pandemic hit and things have gotten backed up. And they have waited for me with such wonderful love and respect for me to come back and do what I love to do. This is a great show." We don't know how big his role is going to be in the upcoming season, but he has said in the past that his role in seasons 3 and 4 would be larger than in previous seasons. So we will most likely have to wait for Star Wars Celebration on a release date for the next season, but honestly, my guess is going to be fall or early winter. Season 1 had finished filming in March and came out in October, so if we're looking at that kind of a timeline, if Endor comes out late summer
goes for 12 weeks.
Then fall or early winter could actually work very well. Also, is he the reason production was going on so long and so delayed?
I mean, it could just be that his scenes are filmed late, not to imply that they're like late in the season, but if he was doing something else, they just waited to film wherever he was. And I think it's strange that he has such a large role in season 3 and 4, because, I mean, he is captured, so is he going to escape? Is he going to play ball with the New Republic, and maybe we see more kind of, him...
A bigger role just might maybe mean more screen time?
Well, he doesn't get a lot of screen time in season 1 or even season 2, so a lot more screen time could be, a full episode kind of devoted to him would be more screen time than he gets in the first 2 seasons, you could argue.
And one thing I wouldn't overlook is that Celebration, both he and the person who plays the cloning doctor, they're both going to be at the panel.
So you think they're both going to be? I mean, not necessarily implies that he's going to be...
Maybe they do capture Grogu again and go back to their cloning ways. Who knows?
We can't. No, don't capture Grogu again. That's the plot of the first 2 seasons of the show is, capturing Grogu, saving Grogu, capturing Grogu, saving Grogu. Let's not capture Grogu again. Yeah, I swear if they brought him back just to have him be captured again and for the end of the season to be another rescue of Grogu. Come on. We can do better at this point. But no, I mean, I think he's a great character. I think he's a fantastic actor as well. I mean, so if he gets a larger role, that's fantastic.
He does have that very menacing villain.
He does have that imperial feel to him. He's just got that weight to his voice and his presence that he can. And he's a really nice guy if you watch interviews with him, which is always funny. That some of the best villains that make for the best villains seem like the nicest people in real life. I don't know why that is,
like
but
my boy Mads.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen seems like a really cool guy, but he makes really creepy villains a lot of the time, doesn't he?
That's why I can't wait to see him in the new
Fantastic Beasts
movie. We're seeing it on Thursday.
But no, I mean, another story that, I mean, it's interesting to ponder what this all means, but I don't think it means much. It could just mean the filming had to be kind of scheduled around his schedule, and him getting more screen time. I think could be just him playing ball with the New Republic. Kind of maybe we'll see a little more about what's going on.
He's not going to play ball with the New Republic.
I don't know.
He's hardcore.
He does seem that way, but I don't know.
What if the Mandalorian has to take him with him to go to Mandalore to look for his fancy "I need to cleanse myself" cave?
Yeah, that could be. I guess.
I'm gonna shoot balls around in the dark because that's what.
Shooting balls around in the dark. All right.
Yeah, throw balls in the dark until I hit something.
Okay, I get you now. With darts.
Then I can say
usually,
I did
isn't it
first.
Like darts that we use, not balls?
Darts could hurt somebody in the dark.
So could balls, technically.
Not if they're like Nerf.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
But
Plus, then I can say that you heard it first here.
You could, yeah.
Aha!
You could.
All right, we're gonna move on to our second story then. We've got Kingdom Hearts 4 just had a trailer drop. I'm a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts games. I've only played the main 3 though. I haven't played the 800 side games that they have.
Well, that's 3 more games than I've played, but okay.
Yeah. This franchise, for those who don't know, is a work of Disney combined with a Square Enix as a crossover. They work together on this project, so awesome. And for those who don't know, our main character Sora travels between different worlds to use his Keyblade to protect the hearts of those worlds and the people who live there. We have seen Sora travel to places like Alice in Wonderland, Lion King, Nightmare Before Christmas, Tron, and Toy Story, to name but a few. The game also features characters from the Final Fantasy franchise, including Sephiroth.
Final Fantasy VII, yes.
The new version is updated with photoreal characters for an even better looking game, as well as using Unreal Engine 5. The real reason we're talking about this, though, on this channel, aside from the fact that I like it...
Well, I've watched you play. Like, I think it was the third one I watched you play. I think we played the first one a little bit together years ago as well. Did. So, I mean, I have a interest in the franchise. I know a little bit about it, and it's good. It's not something I don't play because it's stupid, I don't want to play. It's just one of those things that never gotten around to.
And now your interest might go up because there is a possibility, strong possibility, that our hero is now traveling into Star Wars this time around. During the trailer, there are a couple scenes in the forest, in a forest, that look a lot like Endor to me. There's also what appears to be the foot of an AT-ST. I'll throw up an image of the AT-ST foot in the clip here as reference so people can take a look as well. The surroundings, they look like Endor to me. What do you think?
Well, I think it looks like Endor, and it looks like an AT-ST foot as well. I mean, and why not? Of course, Disney owns Star Wars, so why not use it to its fullest extent to lure in maybe someone like me who's always had that passing interest in Kingdom Hearts and will not. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to play it just because it's Star Wars. I've always said that that's not me. Just because you make something Star Wars doesn't mean I'm automatically in. I mean, we've discussed before how we always get Star Wars gifts, and it just gets a little annoying sometimes. So
it's never annoying to get a gift.
No, do you know what I mean? We've talked about the salt and pepper shakers, that we have 3 different Star Wars sets. But, I mean, just because something is Star Wars doesn't mean I'm automatically going to want to play it or going to love it. But it already looks interesting. So if you're going to put Star Wars in something that I've already had an interest with, yeah, I'll probably end up playing this one. And probably the other ones before it. Especially because you do vouch for them. Like I said, I've seen you. The third one I saw you play quite a bit, and I was sitting there watching, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably something I'd like.
The combat system is very fluid, very intuitive. There's so many extra things that you can do, extra powers. There's a lot of thought in the game, too. It's really cool. I mean, you've got companions with abilities that you can futz around with, and you can actually adjust the AI. So, okay, how often are they going to use a potion? Are they going to use it on themselves? Are they going to throw a potion to a teammate?
Oh, they never get to use my potions.
How often are they going to use which kind of, like you can set, I want this character to be more defensive, I want this character to be more aggressive. It's really cool because you have a lot of control over things in the game.
I let my companion die before they use one of my potions. Come on. I'm one of those guys who plays D&D. I'm a cleric who only heals themselves.
So you can set them to throw potions only at you.
Okay, that's fine then.
You're horrible. All right, let's move on to our next segment. We've got This Week in Star Wars. As promised, this segment is continuing as we're going to talk about canon things that are being added, or maybe things that are just getting added to the shelves. So, first up, tomorrow, April 12th, the Star Wars Tiny Book of Legendary Women comes out. This Matchbox-sized book showcases images of women of Star Wars, plus a quote from that person. My understanding is you get one page, you open it up, you see a picture of a lady and a short quote that they said. Honestly, we aren't buying this one. It seems like something that isn't adding anything to canon.
Well, yeah, it's just...
Plus, I would lose it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things I don't even know if you have to bring up, because I think this is mainly going to be what kind of is going to be added to the canon, per se. Like,
things coming out this week, important-ish.
Okay.
I mean, some people would really like this book. I mean, this is a nice gift for maybe a person in your life who's just getting into Star Wars. Maybe somebody who's a fan of a bunch of different female characters or wants something like this. I mean, children love small items for some reason.
Because they can put them in their mouths?
No, like one of my cousins, we went on this trip and they each got to pick out a souvenir from this gift shop. One of them, a little bit older, picked very practically, got the most for his bang for his buck. The other one, you know what they wanted? A pencil eraser. A tiny little cheesehead pencil eraser, and they put it on their little pinky, and they played with it the whole way home.
Yeah, he didn't get the biggest bang for his buck.
No, but like I said, this might be a really nice gift for a younger Star Wars fan.
Sure. I have no problem with that. Like I said, just because it's Star Wars doesn't mean it has to be for me, right?
Right. So, also coming out this week, Wednesday, April 13, we have 2 new comics that will be adding things to the canon. Star Wars Volume 2, number 22, as well as Darth Vader Volume 3, number 22. Both books will be continuing the Crimson Reign story, but I'm really behind in my comic reading as I've been focusing on reading a bunch of Star Wars books. I mean, I just started Queen's Shadow. So, Thor, what's the event even about?
You just finished Kenobi as well.
I finished Kenobi like a week ago.
I know, we haven't even talked about that. I was thinking about doing a video on that.
I'm doing like a 1 week a book thing going on right now.
You can do more than that.
I can, but it's how much time I have available. You see how I do things.
Yes.
I like looked at Queen's Hope or Queen's Shadow, and I went, oh, there's like 350 pages, so I'm going to read 50 pages a day minimum.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing.
But no, Crimson Reign is basically a follow-up to the... I mean, we've talked about trying to, when you catch up with the canon, doing maybe a weekly, canon fodder update, talking about what's going on in the books and comics and that. And I mean, Crimson Reign is a follow-up to the War of the Bounty Hunters. It's the return of Kira and her moving against basically the Sith and the Empire and all that.
Ooh.
So it's, it's all right so far.
Exciting.
I know, I really talked it up, didn't I? Made everybody's running out to their local comic shop to go read it.
I must have Crimson Reign. It's about something. Nerd.
What? Do we got any more?
Yeah, we have one last little segment today.
Okay.
I was super excited about this. I'm horrible, and I check my email for Sailor Moon once a week.
And I check my email once a month because I always forget, and then there's just so many messages. No, I check it quite a bit. I just get so much spam.
No, I check it once a week because I have to grab things, memes, good stuff.
So if you've ever emailed me and you didn't get a response, it's just I probably missed it in this. I should probably change my email address. It's ridiculous how much spam.
Oh, because yours is like combined with other things.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the Thor_mailbag. That's what I use, and it's just. Every day it's a couple hundred spam messages. I don't know why, and I try to delete them and mark them as spam, but they just keep coming.
All right, so what I found in my mailbox this week, the cool mailbox, if you want to get your things talked about, you send them to Naboo.
Yeah.
Because Thor is apparently really bad with mail. I had fan art in my mailbag, and I was so excited. We had 3 things from Mary Grace. We have an Ahsoka image that she drew. I think it's really cute.
No, it looks
I love
fantastic,
it.
yeah.
I love it. Kind of looks like her Season 7 Clone Wars to me. But this drawing was before Season 7, so it's just really great.
Maybe they stole her concept art. I wouldn't put it past Filoni and the company there.
I like it a lot. Next up, she showed us a couple of bookmarks that she made. Must be a big Ahsoka fan.
And looks like a reader, too.
I love it.
You can certainly relate to that.
She probably uses them for her Star Wars books.
Yes.
That's what I would.
No, she doesn't use them for that. She uses them for other things.
I know. I have Star Wars bookmarks, but what do I have in my bookmark right now? A Fathom bookmark.
Yes, you do.
I do.
I bet you 99% of people have no idea what Fathom is.
It's more comic stuff, people.
Michael Turner was... we lost him too soon. But anyway, let's not...
Also, she made these awesome lightsabers from some wood, and she painted them with to look like Ahsoka blades, and I think they're really nice.
No, I'm fantastic. I mean, multi-talented.
Mm-hmm. Just going across mediums there. I love it. I love it a lot. So thank you so much, Mary Grace, for these beautiful fan arts that you showed us, that your amazing talents and stuff. We also have from Hugo Knudsen Eliar he made a Lego rendition of our logo.
Yes. Very cool.
It's awesome.
Yes,
it is so cool. I like that he put it in front of the computer with the background of tattoo. Oh, it's awesome. Awesome.
Thank you very much for that. Yes.
I know.
As soon as I saw it, I smiled. I'm like, that's awesome.
He did
isn't
smile.
it? Yes.
We'll probably have to throw it up in our Let's Play.
I don't smile often. No, I smile all the time. You know I do.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah. I'm not. There is the Sith dark side to me, too.
Like Padme puts on her Amidala mask, he puts on his Thor Skywalker mask.
No, I don't know. I'm a very friendly, smiley person, believe it or not. Not.
I choose not.
All right. Well, before we start discussing Thor's dark side,
bum, bum, bum.
Dun, 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 that's all we've got for you this time. So take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any of these stories. Send in your artwork or anything else. We'll try to...
Send it to Naboo, not Thor.
Maybe once a week we'll try to have a video where if people send stuff in, we'll discuss it. I don't know that we'll do a daily thing, so because you do want to check once a week. But thank you for sending it in. Awesome work. And until next time, thanks for watching.